So we've had this greenhouse for almost 3 months now. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick review for you guys. I'm going to share with y'all whether I think it's worth the $55 that we spent on it, and I'm going to show you guys the modifications that we made to it just to help make it a little bit more secure. What is going on, guys? Nick here again with the Bravo 6 Garden YouTube channel. Just wanted to say hi real quick. If you guys end up liking this video, I would super appreciate a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more gardening how-tos, tips, and tutorial videos, consider subscribing to my channel. All you have to do is hit the little subscribe button down below. I plan on doing many more gardening how-tos, tips, and tutorials videos. Guys, we're going to get right into this video. I'm going to share with you guys what I think about this greenhouse. So guys, these mini greenhouses are going to come in all different shapes, sizes, and price range. The one we have here is a 6 foot by 8 foot. And this one costs us like $55 on Amazon. I mean, pretty good deal, honestly. You know, it was free shipping on it. The price range is going to be pretty much between like the $35 and $100 range, just depending on the size that you go with. And you know, this is going to be, I think, a really good greenhouse option for a couple different types of gardeners. Obviously, if you don't have the space for a full-size greenhouse, this is going to be something that's really compact, not going to take up a lot of room, but still going to be able to help you extend your growing season. And this is a great option if you need something inexpensive. You know, for someone who's gardening on a budget, a full-size greenhouse that you would build yourself or have installed is going to cost like minimum $500. So the fact that you can get this greenhouse for like $55, I think is pretty awesome. You're going to be looking at probably about 1 to 2 hours to put this together. It comes totally disassembled in a box when you get it from Amazon. It took me probably about an hour. It was actually really easy to put together, I think. I saw some reviews where some people were having a little bit of trouble with it. I don't know what specifically, but for me, this was really easy to put together. So as we can see on the front here, we've basically just got the zippers on each side for the door. I'll go ahead and pull this up so you guys can actually check out the inside of this. And before we go in on the top, we're basically just going to have these little tie outs. This is going to be for if you want to roll the door up, you can keep the door open, increase airflow, that kind of thing. One thing to note, if you are a little bit taller, for me, I'm 6'4", I do have to duck down a little bit to get into this, but once I'm actually in, I'm able to stand up just barely all the way. It doesn't really bother me per se, but it is just something to be aware of if you guys are looking at getting one of these greenhouses. So on the inside here, we've basically just got these racks on each side, kind of just like a little shelving unit on each side. And one of the modifications that I'm definitely going to recommend doing, and you've probably seen yourself if you've been researching these online, is putting the zip ties on the shelves. These shelves aren't the most super heavy duty thing in the world. They're not terrible, honestly, but they are going to be a little bit flimsy if you don't have something to keep them secure. So basically I did pretty much what everyone else did, took the zip ties and put them on all the shelves, basically just 4 for each shelf, and that will ensure that your shelves are not flying off and that your plants are not falling on the ground when you get really harsh winds. I'm also definitely going to recommend securing this thing to the ground extremely well. So, you know, one of the biggest complaints about these greenhouses that I've seen from my research is that they like to fly into your neighbor's yard. So we want to make sure that they're secured very well. Basically what I did with mine, I just used, they're called like sod staples. I basically just hammered them straight into the ground. They go right through the landscape fabric. I just did 1 on each corner, so I've got a total of 4 on there. And then we also basically just want to kind of weight it down with something a little bit. So I'm just using the bag of dirt, and then I've got a couple logs in there just to be safe, something heavy. Again, these are really susceptible if you live in a really windy area to flying off in your neighbor's yard. So definitely just make sure you secure it down with something. And another thing to note, so this greenhouse is using the green plastic. So some of these greenhouses are going to be green, some of them are going to be a completely clear plastic. I've seen the clear plastic ones in person before on these little mini greenhouses, and they are definitely not as thick and they are much more susceptible to ripping. Again, I've been using mine for almost 3 months now. I don't have anything as far as rips go or damage at all, really. And we live in a really windy area. We actually just got a really bad storm last night. We had like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. and it's still 100% good shape. I don't have, like I said, no rips, tears, or anything like that. But in my opinion, the green is definitely the way to go. That clear does like to rip really easily, and you can tell just by feeling it, this plastic is probably 1 or 2 more millimeters thicker than that clear is. The clear just feels and looks kind of cheap to me, honestly, and again, it rips quite a bit. Another thing I saw a lot of people had concerns with the green plastic is, does it let light in? It definitely does. I will show you guys down here. I've already got some stuff growing in here. We've got some lettuce, I've got some spinach, we've got kale just starting to pop out there. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, a little bit more lettuce over there. So it definitely lets in plenty of light. For some reason, it gives the effect that it's like completely green. But if you look really close up to there, you can see that it actually is clear. So it definitely lets in light, no problem. Don't worry about that. And I've done a lot of research as far as like the lifespan on these, and as far as what to expect. Mostly from what I've seen, we're basically going to kind of expect anywhere from like a 2 to 5 year lifespan. I plan on taking pretty good care of mine, so I'm gonna plan on, getting probably more like 4 or 5 years out of it. More than likely, if you just handle it well, take care of it, and you're not rough on it, you're more than likely gonna be able to get at least 3 years out of it, probably closer to 4 or 5. And as far as what we put on the bottom down here, this is just basically a landscape fabric that we used. I didn't even worry about tearing the grass out below or anything like that. I just put this over it, and the grass isn't going to get through it or anything like that. The lifespan of this landscape fabric is 5 years, so that's pretty well going to go right in line with how long the greenhouse is going to last you. Again, we just have these sod staples. I've got 2 pieces of landscape fabric here, you can see. So I basically just nailed those down, and then I actually have just pieces of wood down on the outside there. You can see I basically ran it about 6 inches over on each side of the greenhouse, and then I just weigh it down with some wood right there, and that has worked pretty well. It lets water get through, but at the same time it doesn't get really nasty, or stuff doesn't accumulate really bad in here. So I have found the landscape works really well as a ground cover. So just to review, guys, do I think this is the perfect greenhouse? No, I don't really think there's a perfect greenhouse out there per se. Do I think it's worth the $55 that we spent on it for what you're getting? I think definitely yes. Again, I think this thing is awesome, for the beginner gardener, for someone that doesn't have a lot of space, or for someone that is just on a budget and not able to shell out $500,000, $600,000, even more than that on a greenhouse. I think this is a really great option to be able to extend your growing season. And what I'll do, guys, I'll put a link down in the video description, and it'll actually take you to the one that I purchased here, so you can actually check it out online on Amazon and get an idea of what you'd be looking at as far as pricing goes. And you can actually purchase it from that link if you want to. Again, this is my YouTube channel, guys, the Bravo 6 Gardener. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all learned something new. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would super appreciate a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more gardening how-to and tutorial videos, consider subscribing to my channel. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button down below. I plan on doing gardening how-to tutorial videos at least once a week, probably more once we actually get into the growing season. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.